Iluyomades are in dilemma whether to open their church or not. They have a billionaire friends who were with them in City of David that they just resigned from. Of course, some of them will still be going to City of David and waiting when they are going to open their church before they will want to join them. Of course, there's no doubt that he has a he has followers, and I think that's one of the reasons that is giving him confidence that he can open his own church, because it is not as a result of a redeems a work that they have a whatever they must have benefited or gained, because some people have said that I think that a parish is the biggest and the richest church in the whole world, that City of David. Yeah, that can be um contested if you want to do that, but from all indications we can see that. So they will think that they built that church, because some people will tell you that everything is not spiritual. Yes, God can use people, and the way God works most of the time we don't even understand it. So some are telling them that oh, the church has not even given granted them the or accepted the resignation letter, because in one breath we were told that they were transferred. Some people said it was suspension, but the church came out and said, oh, it was just a mere transfer. So if it was a mere transfer and the person does not want to go, then why are you saying that the resignation letter would not be accepted, that they have to serve the punishment? So that is another area that is so confusing. It's so really really confusing. But on the other hand, the issue of all this has come in place. Why some people are telling them to wait until after the investigation, why some people are telling them just obey the suspension. Some are saying, oh, don't go and open your church, so that things will not be tight for you. Some are saying that it amounts to being rebellious. Are you actually sure that God called you? Did God really call you? Some people have been advising them, don't go, even those who are not even in the Christian faith, that they are just seeing that matter, from that angle, that the best bet is for him to be able to test his humility, whether really is really serving God or not. The church is trying to play politics, that it's not as a result of the Wigwe's death, but because that is the in thing, the routine things that is being done in Redeem, which of course that is not a that is true, but because some things have happened before, then people would definitely not want to believe that it is as a result of the normal mechanism of transferring people from one parish to the other, that it is as a result of that which happened. And they are proving so, they are proving so big, because when you look at them you see that there is this partiality from even um, Pastor Adeboye. There's something in Redeem they call classical, and the one that they call a Papa family. Those ones are the ones on the island. That is the hypocrisy that a lot of people have been talking about in Redeem, because these people, when you see them, you know that they are like living like they are bigger than or living larger than life, because you see their dressing alone is just totally different. If somebody tells you that that's a man woman is from Redeem, because when you look at Redeem, when you talk about the classical Redeem, oh my goodness, they're just like Deeper Life or MFM. That's it. That is how they dress, their appearance. Then you now look at the Iluyomades, you know that there are two different sets of people. Then they are not they are always comfortable with them, but the people from the classical that dress like Deeper Life, in that means you can't dress the way such person like Iluyomade, the way somebody like that dress, and their likes like that. So they believe that they want to prove that they are big. So if you tell me, if you transfer me to where I don't like, who are you? In the first place, the church you are removing me from, I was instrumental. They were instrumental to the growth and the mega aspects of the church. So what are we talking about? So this issue of oh, they should not just go and open their own church, maybe to boomerang spiritually, or and for the fact that there's auditing again, it speaks volume, because like I said in one of my videos, there's no way they are not going to call Iluyomade back. And for Iluyomade to have just left because A lot of people envisage that they were not going to leave. Say, with all the things that they put together, they put in place, they just want to remove us, just like that. It's not going to happen. So a lot of people thought that they were not going to leave. But for the fact they just left, and like I said, even up to today, as we are speaking, there is no word from them, whether to apologize, whether to say this is it, whether to say, oh, we are being lied upon, whether to tell us that no, we were transferred, or we were just we were suspended. They have not made pen. That is another thing. Their silence is really is another thing that is really worrisome to a lot of people, because people believe that there's going to be big gbege. There's going to be big gbege when it comes to, you know, telling them to leave. And for the fact that they just resigned by themselves, it speaks volume. Big volume. Big volume. And there was somebody that even that has written talking about Agbala Gabriel and Iluyomades, that they, meaning that they should tread softly. And this is a very good piece. The work of God is not even about a connection. It is about God's calling after you must have been tested and proved. But what do we call this pastor, Iluyomade, and even Olutayo's own? This is why church is seen more of a business rather than working for God in Nigeria. And this is why a lot of people have been misled. God will help Nigeria. By the way, it is good to know the author of this okay, the one that wrote the other article. Well, the dilemma of Iluyomade, whether to go or not, but let's still keep our finger crossed as all of these things we keep unfolding. Thank you guys, bye.